How's it going, guys? Back with another video. This one's just if you think you're too old to start learning anything new. That's exactly what I got when I was speaking to people about learning sort of IT and cybersecurity. So yeah, when I started learning it, I was telling one of the boys, I said, yeah, I'm just trying to sort of build up my CV and stuff like that. And he just said, I'm too old for doing that. And he's actually younger than me. So I said to him, I'm in my mid-40s. I said, do you think that's too old? Are you sure? I said, trust me, mate. I said, I'm willing to sort of give it a go, just see what happens. So yeah, this video is really about, are you working with people who feel that you're too old or you're sort of past it? Well, I think you can sort of change, however old you are. It doesn't really matter. I think it's all about your attitude and everything. So yeah, for me, I feel like I've learned a lot more because it's something I've been interested in. I've always enjoyed sort of tech and stuff like that. From producing music and, creating tunes I can actually go out and DJ with. I'll probably talk about that at some point, or I might even do a vlog when I'm going out DJing. I don't really mind. I'll show you guys what I get up to when I'm DJing, or even when I'm producing a track. But yeah, I think for me, from the early days, I've been making music for quite a long time now. I wouldn't say I'm anything special when it comes to production. There's a lot of guys who are better than me out there. But for me, it's a hobby. I've always enjoyed making music. So yeah, I think from there, I've always enjoyed sort of learning new things. And this sort of led me on to doing, IT and learning cybersecurity. So yeah, I think you can sort of do it at any age. When I was looking at different courses, I see the reviews and some people said they're in their 50s and they're looking to change change the roadmap of their life and what they can do. Yeah, I think if you've got a family and you've got your responsibilities and things like that, then you just kind of have to tailor your training around what you're already doing. But it is possible. All you need to do is just stop watching one of your soaps in the evening. Could be EastEnders or something like that. I don't watch any of that. And you just dedicate a little bit of time like I have, and then over the course of a year or 18 months, you start building up all the different skills you need to potentially move to a different career. And like I was saying in the previous video, if you do get injured or something like that, if you're working from home or you're working in IT, you don't need your body to actually do things. I have to physically weld things, I have to fix things with my hands. And if I'm working with software, I can do that anywhere. Obviously, there's going to be things that AI are going to change over the course of the future of sort of tech and things like that, because there's a lot of jobs that AI is actually taking over. Another one is coding. So, I mean, if you're a junior developer, a lot of senior sort of software engineers, they work with junior developers or junior coders to do the coding for them, and then they'll work together. But now you don't really need a junior coder, because I'm guessing AI can sort of get you a lot of the basic things sort of built. Yeah, another thing about learning a new skill is it's good for your mind to actually try and think about something new, or try and take on something new. It's actually very good for your brain, because as you get older, you have something called cognitive decline, and you start struggling to sort of think about things. So if you can challenge your mind, it helps your mind stay sharp for longer. There's a lot of people, as soon as you just get stuck in the rut every day, they go to work and they have their head down and they don't really think, so they stop using their mind properly. You're not challenging yourself. Be amazed how bad that is for you. So if you're challenging yourself, you're having to think about complex things within sort of IT, like I have been with cybersecurity, having to piece everything together, be organized for it, being able to sort of push myself when I didn't want to do it. So it'll actually help your mind. It'll help you remember things better. And I feel like it's definitely helped me in other areas of my life. So are you too old to do studying and things like that? No, you're not. I think you can sort of do it any time. I think it's good for you to sort of give it a go. But a lot of people think because they failed at school and stuff like that, I think that defines them. But the problem is there's a lot of people who have bad experiences at school. I had some bad experiences at school. And for years, I was against sort of learning or trying to do anything new, I think just from past experiences. But I didn't want to let that sort of define me. So hence why I've been learning all these new skills. And I think it's very good. So even if I never use like the cybersecurity stuff that I've been learning, yeah, it's helped me sort of stay organized, made me sort of curious to see what else is out there. Anyway, that's it. So if you feel like you're too old to learn, just remember, you can do it. Just find something that you're interested in and just give it a go. But I mean, are you working with some negative people who've just kind of give up on life? Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting what sort of work environment you're working in, because I feel like you can sort of learn something new at any time of your life. Just don't become negative and think, oh, you know, you failed school and that defines you, because I definitely ain't let it define me. You know, I did really bad when I was at school. But yeah, I will speak to you soon. Cheers.